What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here to distance. I'm here to predict this bout between Casamayor and Timothy Bradley. Bout takes place this Saturday on the undercard of the Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez 3 pay-per-view. This bout's for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. Puts together former champion Yoel Casamayor against the current champion. 10 pounds above Casamayor's old division, Timothy Bradley. So pretty much this is another bout that we've had over the last year or so. We have experience versus experience and youth. Timothy Bradley is about 28 years old now. He's been out of the ring for about 10 months since his bout between him and Devin Alexander, which was a unification fight. And I believe Bradley's lost one of his belts. I think he's like an interim or emeritus champ for WBC, who knows? But he got his WBC belt taken away again. Eric Morales has it now. But he's been out of the ring, with, dealing with business problems more than likely. Just signed with Top Rank, and now pretty much, he's in a fight, and I think it probably sets up a fight with Manny Pacquiao possibly, or sets up a possible bout with Mike Jones. Who knows? But the fight at hand here, Yoel Casamayor. Casamayor is 40 years old. He's coming off of a split decision victory over Manuel Leyva. And not only that, but he's been quite inactive ever since 2008, since his 11th round KO loss to Juan Manuel Marquez. He's only been in like 3 fights since. Robert Guerrero, I think Jason Davis, and Manuel Leyva. So those are the only 3 fights he's been in the last 3 years. So averaging a fight a year, especially being an older fighter, can take its toll on the body. But in this specific fight, I think that for Casamayor to win, he's gonna have to let Bradley come toward him, but he has to pretty much control Bradley with angles. He needs to let Bradley come forward. He needs to give Bradley angles to where Bradley's gonna have to try to cut off those angles. Something that Bradley does when he does try to cut off angles is from time to time he catches a right hand or a straight punch coming in, because Bradley has a very aggressive approach to where he comes in and he throws myriad of punches, but as he's coming in, he gets caught with a good shot. Casamayor is good at controlling the distance and controlling the range, using his jab and finding a way for his left hand to land and sneaking in the left hand. And the thing with Bradley is, from time to time, a hook will slip in when he's coming in, but I think what's gonna land more flush is a straight shot compared to the hook. I think if he can actually keep Bradley away and have Bradley try to chase him around the ring and control the range using his jab and even straight left hand, and using mobility to kind of confuse, so I guess negate Bradley's attack. Then I think he could actually keep the fight close if he can find a way to negate Bradley's attack. And I think that's using his legs. It's using the left hand counter when Bradley kind of lunges in, and look for punches as Bradley is coming in. Look for the left hand, look for the straight left hand, look for the left hook, and pretty much slowly stand on the outside and just control this fight. Something else with Casamayor is he doesn't necessarily throw combinations unless he's in complete control of the fight. I think he has to be in complete control of the fight to come in and start throwing combinations. Usually what you get from Casamayor is, he'll stand on the outside, he'll trade with you from time to time, but when he's controlling the fight, controlling the whole rhythm of the fight, he's standing on the outside. He's looking for a way to find, or looking for a way for his left hand to land, and using mobility to kind of control the distance and the pace of the fight, to where he sets up little angles and little traps in the ring. So pretty much, I think that's really what Casamayor needs to do. He needs to catch Bradley coming in. He needs to stand on the outside, control the range, using his jab, and pretty much counter. Like I said, he has to look for the counter against Bradley, and we all know that Bradley can be countered. It's just that aggressive style. When you are an aggressive fighter and you lunge in, you're open to the counter. So pretty much that's all I got to say for Casamayor. Timothy Bradley in this fight has to be in complete control from the first round of this fight. Then, like I said, Bradley has this approach to where he comes forward and he's always walking forward. He's aggressive, but also along with being aggressive and coming forward, he can box as well. He's shown that there are many dimensions to his game. That he knows how to cut off the ring and kind of smother his opponent. And in this fight, he doesn't want to give Casamayor much to any space at all. I think Bradley wants to throw his short punches inside, and that's pretty much what he's good at. He likes to walk in. Sometimes he'll walk into some punches, as I mentioned just now, but he'll walk into punches just to give like 4 or 5 right back. He'll throw off a 4 or 5 punch combination inside, and then he'll come back outside, kind of determine what he does next. He can stand on the outside. He can box. He can be aggressive. He can pressure. So there's a lot of dimensions to Bradley's game. Something that he probably shouldn't do is I don't think he should really have much of a boxing match with Casamayor. Even though I think that Casamayor's reflexes are probably gone. I think that, and not only that, he's bigger than Casamayor. Casamayor is, his best days are 130, 135. To me, I think 130. If I had to choose one or the other, but he's an older fighter, and I think his reflexes are probably gone. But I don't think he wants to get into a boxing match with Casamayor, who as I mentioned, likes to stand on the outside and just throw the straight shot. He'll throw the straight left on the outside. So I think he wants to take his range away, so he has like little to no control to fight at all. And go to the body, of course. You have to go to the body with an older fighter. You go to the body with an older fighter because the older fighter's legs aren't the same as a 30, 20, or 20-year-old fighter. So pretty much it's going to the body, it's being aggressive, sustaining an attack inside, and pressure him. He has to pressure Casamayor in this fight because Casamayor, I think with Casamayor, he's gonna have to find a way to get his head in the chest. He's gonna have to use the double jab, get inside, and also look for a short, straight right hand, and possibly even a left hook. So, who I think is gonna win this fight? Of course, I'm gonna go with Timothy Bradley. A lot of dimensions to his game. Like as I mentioned, he can pressure. He can be coming aggressive, and he can box as well. And the thing is, he's going to be quicker. I think he's probably going to be quicker than Casamayor. He's faster on his feet. At this stage of his career, faster on his feet. And not only that, I just think that at this point, this was a fight made for Timothy Bradley to win. It's as simple as that. I just think it was a fight that was made for Timothy Bradley to win. And not only that, but he's so quick. He's so quick that he's gonna find a way to get inside and fire off his combinations. And especially possibly even late in the fight. There's gonna be when Casamayor, whose attack always dies down later in fights. I think when the attack dies down, probably around 8 or 9, Bradley's gonna capitalize on every chance that he gets, and that's just the kind of fighter that he is. He's an opportunist in the ring, but also he can change up his style. He can make adjustments in fights. So I'm gonna go with Timothy Bradley winning by, I'm gonna say 12th round stoppage. Even though we all say he doesn't have power, I think he does have a good sustainable work rate to where we could possibly even see Casamayor quit in the stool. More than likely, we'll see. Or even quit in the middle of the fight. But like I said, we'll see. But anyway, peeps, thanks for watching. That was The Distance. I'm Julian Williams. Peace.